well prepared. We started out really clear, giving the agenda. I'm going to speak about the different roles that we have here as officers. I thought you did a great job with that overview. You gave examples. You called me out, said, Bob, arrange the humorous speech contest, and kind of gave examples for what people might expect. Something that would be, watch that one. Something that would be good to tell. I think we should do it as incumbent officers to tell the folks coming in is maybe we can work with them, because one of the things I had a problem with as a VP of PR, I was actually here for like 2 weeks, and it was a very small group, a lot of truancy in the meeting when I first joined. It was about 5 people, 5 roles. So I was like, well, I can do VP of PR. You're it. Okay. I haven't paid my dues yet. That's all right. You're in. So, but the problem was, from a personal perspective, I didn't feel like I knew enough as to what was expected of me. And it took me probably the entire term to learn. I went to TLI, but depending on who the TLI, and that's the Toastmasters Leadership Institute, where they kind of instruct you, depending on the instructor, they all have different concepts as to what they see this certain role doing. And so I went through the first term and learned a little bit, okay, well, humorous speech, putting up posters and things like that. But by the second term, you learn a little bit more about how a lot of people find our club is through websites. So Facebook pages and Meetup and these various websites. So now I know at least that one of the things I can do tangibly is build Toastmaster websites, if you will. And I think that's important, that it took me almost a whole year to figure out what I should be doing, that I can pass that knowledge on to the next person. So if someone is thinking of doing VP of PR, it really, that's probably a key focus. It's broad, and it's in the sense that you would have to do many things and contests and publicizing, but really tangible. Get our name out there through different avenues, LinkedIn, etc. So that's my little plug for VP of PR. Back to you. I'm sorry. Evaluation-wise, you were looking down, I think, trying to look at your notes. A lot of times you had your eyes closed. I don't know if because you were like you had your head up and you. I thought you were sleeping there, but no, you're still moving. So that was good. That's right, to hide it. You can always do the Jack Sparrow thing, paint your eyeballs, your eyes. As your slides were good, fewer bullets, or give us a little more time to read them. You might have. I think there was one that had like 5 or 6 bullets on there. We spent about 20 seconds, and I couldn't get really to the end of it, even though you mentioned what it was. So maybe have fewer words to describe it, and you just describe it verbally. More movement across the stage would be good. I know you were trying to work on your notes, but if you know, especially the position you have, maybe you could move away and talk to people, especially when you're at the point of anybody can do this role. You could be president. You could do VP of PR. So you focus on target each person as you're speaking to it. It was good to bring the audience in like you did with myself, and pretty much naming everybody who's in the incumbent positions. And great suggestion that basically anybody can take the role. So I think you did a great job explaining the positions, and hopefully we're going to get a lot of response. And with that, I conclude my speech, but I'm also going to run out the door because I have a meeting at 1 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.